here with John Canning, who works at the University of Southampton in the LLAS Centre for Languages, Linguistics and Area Studies. John has been working on feedback in higher education at the University of Southampton as part of the SPEED project. John, would you like to tell us a bit more about what you have done?
Well, one of the things that many colleagues in the UK are aware of, that on our National Student Survey, the satisfaction levels for student feedback are usually lower than for any other factor on that questionnaire. And this always brings about the question of why feedback has such low satisfaction amongst students. And one of the things that we want to get to the bottom of in this project is helping both students and teaching staff better understand feedback.
Okay, and what are you particularly looking at, and what are the things that you have been working on?
Well, there's lots of particular areas. One thing that academic staff often say to me is that the students don't understand feedback, or they don't realise that they're receiving feedback. And I think this is actually a very interesting question. We need to ask ourselves, firstly, are we giving good feedback? And secondly, are students able to identify the feedback in order to improve their performance in the future? So are they benefiting from the feedback they are receiving? In short, it's obvious that if students can't see that they're getting feedback, then they're not likely to be able to put it into practice. Similarly, if the feedback which students receive is of poor quality, even if they do recognise it and are able to put it into practice, they can't because the feedback isn't there. So we've got to address this both from the point of view of the teaching staff and the students.
Okay, so how do you intend to address this problem?
Well, we're doing several things, one of which is we're building a website which will contain lots of resources to help students and staff think about feedback in a different way, and also the quality management side of things as well. One of the things that often happens is that students are taught about how to use good feedback, and staff sometimes taught how to give good feedback, but no one ever looks at the issue holistically. The other side of it is thinking about how students give feedback to staff and feedback on their institution. They do this through the National Student Survey, through our module evaluations here at the University of Southampton, and various other means by which they have their voice, the National Union of Students, the student staff committees, and all these structures which are in place to hear the student voice. So this feedback has multiple dimensions, which isn't just about staff giving feedback on assessed student work. The other thing we're putting into the website is thinking about how the university supports teaching and learning enhancement in general, and quality assurance, alerting both staff and students to the various schemes that exist, the professional development that's available for staff, resources available to students, the role of organisations such as the QAA and the National Union of Students. So all these things come together to support the teaching and learning experience at the University of Southampton. And when all these institutions are working as they're supposed to be, then a good quality feedback mechanism between the different quality circles will be in place.
Thank you very much, John, and good luck with the project.
Thank you very much.